Welcome back, WGC fans. We're finishing up with Tom today with an iron fit. He has been using the same clubs for 25 years, so he needs a new set of sticks. Stay tuned.
So the way it's going to shake out, first thing we have to do is get some baseline data for your current equipment. So we'll have you hit some irons, and then we'll have you hit some with your driver. Now with the irons, I've drawn a line on some golf balls. Based on the location of the mark on the club face, whether it's low or high, toe or heel, that gives me length related data based on the orientation of the mark. If it's tilted out towards the heel or out towards the toe, back in towards the heel, that gives me lie angle related data, how it interacts with the turf. So again, we'll do 6 or 8 with the 7-iron, then 6 or 8 with the driver. Then we'll stop, look at all the information, I'll explain all the data the machine's captured, then we'll go from there.
Okay.
You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Wonderful.
Time to rock and roll.
So you may fire when ready. 1 to 10, purely based on contact. How did that one feel?
Good. I mean, I don't know what a 10 is, but
About a 7, 8?
yeah, it sounds good.
Okay.
That one felt
That
good.
one was much better,
Yeah,
correct?
That one felt very good. That one felt good.
That was a better strike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful, good strike. I'll take that 7-iron from you. Now we can look at the shots one at a time, and you see how the numbers at the bottom of the screen change based on a selected shot. But what we want to do is we want to look at overall data. So here's our average data for the 7-iron, and the numbers down here, those are all the dynamics that the machine tracks. So it measures club speed, and that's one thing I use to determine what shaft a player should be in, but it's not all about speed because, again, ultimately golf's a results-based game.
Yeah.
So you've got ample club head speed. Now, smash factor, this is an interesting one. Basically, smash is a ball strike indicator. It's how well you're transferring energy to the ball.
Yeah.
Perfect smash is 1.5. As a club fitter, my goal is to get the player to 1.3 or above with their irons.
Yeah. So I'm not too bad at 1.25.
Not too bad, but again, we're going to make it better.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we improve your smash factor, essentially, your ball speed is going to go up. If we look at your 2 best strikes, see where that smash is?
Yeah.
Right? Again, this one as well, 131. Now these strikes weren't as good. We'll cover that in just a moment. Now with the irons, what we focus on is carry distance. Again, we want to know how far they fly because they're clubs we hit into a green. In addition to that, I pay attention to peak height, and then I pay attention to landing angle. Optimal landing angle for a 7-iron is 45 degrees. That means when it hits the green, it holds. Your average landing angle is 43. Which isn't bad, but again, if we can get it closer to that 45, we're just going to hold more greens.
Yeah. Not going to run off.
Correct. The worst thing in the world is if you hit it dead at the flagstick, but it comes in forehead high, right? There's nothing good behind the green.
Yeah.
So now, again, we've kind of got 2 groups of shots here. We've got some that are good strikes that you launch very high and land soft. Then we've got some that we kind of miss that are coming in a little flatter, right?
Yeah, if I miss, I usually am flat.
And the other thing that pops out of me is the discrepancy between a good strike, which carried 156, and kind of a so-so miss that's 136. Yeah. That's 20 yards, right?
Yeah.
We're going to try to shallow up the depth of your landing field. That way you kind of know your number, go your number. A little more consistency in the carry
I would
distance.
tell you normally I hit my 7-iron about 160-ish. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. On a good strike.
On a good strike, yeah.
Yep. Very cool. So those are our pictures, and that's our numbers. 2 things the machine doesn't measure. It doesn't measure how the club looks, and it doesn't measure how the club feels, right? So these Armor 855s, you like the size and shape of this? Do you want something bigger? Do you want something smaller? Does it not matter?
Does not matter.
All about the
Whatever
result?
does the best, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. And if we look here at the club face, we've kind of got some inconsistent markings, right?
Yep.
Couple that are straight, couple that are toey, one that's a little inside. And actually, based on your strikes, your miss almost sounded like it was more likely to be heavy than it was skinny. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So if that's the case, the clubs might actually even be a little long, because if the club's too long, players get impact behind it. So now next question is shopping time. Is there anything in particular you would like to try? Brand specific, whether it's TaylorMade or Ping or Callaway or Cobra? Nope, doesn't matter? All right.
No, doesn't matter to me.
Very cool. I brought out some iron models. I brought them out in order just to try to make sure we're getting that consistent grade A result. Again, we had essentially 1 out of every 4 with yours that got us the result we wanted to, so we're going to try to make it better. So here's our first option. That was better, wasn't it?
Yep, much better. Actually, that was a really good shot.
That was pounded.
Yeah.
Smoked. Little drop kick, but again,
Yeah.
that's our miss. We take it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right, so if I get rid of the 2 misses here, which strange enough were the first 2, once we made that adjustment.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Again, of our 6 best,
Yeah.
4 of them are there. Remember, we talked about we got this 1 out of 4,
Yeah.
so we got 4 out of 8.
Yeah.
So a grade A shot more often. Not bad for a first offering. Good swing.
Yeah.
How's this one look? Big, small, good, bad?
Feels better. Okay. Yeah, feels a little bit different than the other one.
That first one? Okay.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Peeled a little right,
Still
but a
peeling,
much better strike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so if we get rid of the 2 misses here, which again, strange enough, were the first 2.
Yeah.
If we look, again, we're getting that. Now we've got a little right to left spread,
Yeah.
but we've got 6 of the 8 are out there.
Yeah.
So we started out with 2 good out of 8. Now we've eliminated 2, so we got 6 good out of 8.
Yeah. That felt good too. That club. That one's good. That was a good hit there. That was probably my best hit all day there.
That was hammered.
Yeah. No, so far this one.
This one feels a little different, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So far this one's hitting me head down.
Do you like it or not like it?
No, it's.
All right, so if we look up at the screen, Tom,
Yeah.
a
When I hit my yellow balls right.
couple of them.
Yeah.
So we've got the data with the irons. We've got your 7-iron. It's these
Yeah.
blinking shots.
Yeah.
Again, we got 2 of the 8. We made it a little bit better with the Callaway,
Yeah.
and then we made it a little bit better with the Ping. And then we hit this TaylorMade, which
Yeah.
absolutely dusted everything out of the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
So the picture is obviously very telling, but if we look at the data, again, the white line's yours, the yellow's this one. So the swing speed was exactly the same,
Yeah.
85.3, but the ball was coming off 6.5 miles an hour faster. It was launching higher, peaking out higher, and landing steeper. So it was going farther. And also, they were down the line. So again, they were straight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a TaylorMade Stealth iron. Now that one was 1 degree upright from a line angle standpoint. The shaft was a KBS. It was a stiff, but it was a 1/2 inch over length. Now maybe a little bit lighter end of things from a weight standpoint, but again, it sounded different in impact and obviously produced dramatically different results. So I think we're good with the irons.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of WGC Fits. Keep hitting them straight.